Hey gang, welcome back. I'm going to do some stuff that I've worked on in the past, starting with the Ford Focus. We're going to do first and second generation. These two vehicles, they are well worth your time and money and will run well into the 200 plus thousand mile range. Um, Full disclaimer, I don't care where you live, always look under this car. Always look under this car because even if you live in California, it could come from somewhere else and it could be rotted out underneath. Front and rear subframes are famously known for rotting out from top to bottom. Uh, the back trunk area will develop holes high up in this area of the body. Other things to watch out for would be ignition switch issues. You've got your ignition coils as well. I am partial to the second gen Ford Focus. I've had bunches of these cars and they get 30 to 40 miles per gallon. The automatic transmission is perfect, and the 2-liter engine that comes in this car is plenty of grunt. Um, the one that we first picked up looked a lot like this one. It had ignition switch issues, which, if you do a simple search, going up here, you can actually see right here 2008 Ford Focus ignition switch problem. Everything is on YouTube. I wish I could post links, but apparently I have not been on YouTube long enough. But anyway, we picked this up dead out of a young lady's driveway. She was like most people where I buy my cars from, totally frustrated, did not want anything else to do with the car, and we actually pushed it down a hill onto the U-Haul towing dolly and brought it home. Put a new ignition switch into it, and it was like a brand new car. I mean, this car only had like 130,000 miles on it, and we drove it for 2 to 3 years, and then our oldest daughter drove it for a little while until she totaled it. I will say, like all of the other cars out there that are second gen Ford Focuses, first gen Ford Focuses, actually, you know what? All the Ford Focuses. Always look underneath these, always look at the rear, especially the rear subframes, always look at the front subframes. And the reason I say that is because, once again, you never know where the car is from. But this is a highly recommended car, especially if you see it sitting in a driveway somewhere, sitting at a tow lot. The last one I bought was a black one. It was sitting at a tow lot and had been rear ended. Come to find out, the actual fix was you can actually bend, and I hate saying this. I don't know. Do I hate saying this? I don't know. But you can actually bend the body panels back. And that's what I did. I bent the body panels back, I stretched the rear trunk back out, and it looked like it had never been in an accident. um, that's the great part about these cars. Another car that I played with, the Toyota Yaris, I'm going to get more in depth than that. I'm going to do its own video for that. But yeah, these are great. These are great cars to just pick up and mess around with. People nowadays are even doing the famous 2.5 Ford Fusion engine swap in these. I heard they're super fun and you can turbo them, and there's just no end to it if you want the aftermarket for these cars. Not to say, your first gen SVTs focuses, but I wouldn't buy one of those personally because it seems like everybody who has them just beats on them until they blow the engine and yada yada yada. I When it comes to focuses, I cannot endorse the third gen, the Blobby Focus, because they had insane transmission issues when they first came out, and Ford had admitted, the Ford, either the sales teams or the engineers or something, they say, we're not done with this transmission, don't put it in the car. But Ford did ignore them and put it in the car anyway, and needless to say, unless it's a standard, I cannot endorse it. Well, This is the start of something new. I've worked on countless numbers of these cars. I will always endorse the second because the interior is great. The interior is great. The exterior is great. Um, if you get one with cruise control, you can slap in a Apple CarPlay deck into the radio slot, and you are just good to go. This will be your commuter. If you just want good, reliable, basic transportation with good power, good fuel economy, great automatic transmission, this is your car. Even if you want a standard, you want to get crazy and swap it with like a Fusion drivetrain, this is your car. But once again, remember, look under it, make sure it's structurally sound, and when you talk to the owner, make sure it's worth buying it broken. Thanks, and see you next time.